When you sit with certainty, and how do I sit with certainty? When I know you're going to say, Yelena, it's probably so easy for you now to sit in a certainty. But once upon a time, I was where you are. You know, was it uncertain times for 5 years during the wartime in Croatia when I was doing nursing? No, it wasn't. Was it certainty when I was going through divorce and, you know, all sorts of things? So like you, I experience all sorts of things in my life. And I want to show you by examples of it, how do we sit in certainty? I sit in certainty with absolutely faith. And hence why on my forearm, I don't know if you've ever seen it, let me just see if I can actually show you. It says here, it says the word faith. So I've got a faith written and down there. I'm not encouraging you to have a tattoo of the faith, but I sit and I walk with faith. I'm surrounded with people who don't question the faith. They are in the faith, even if, you know, human eye is telling us, but that's not yet here. This is not existing even in your human reality. But I will say this. Can it actually exist? Can a miracle happen that it comes in this afternoon? Yes, it can. I experienced so many miracles in my own life that it happened without, how can I say without? Not in a logical mind. That somebody said, oh yeah, we can do this, this can be done. And in a normal way, that had to take through the steps. But it happened out of extraordinary way. So I will say this, the moment when you see yourself that you are the miracle, when you walk in a God zone, in a faith zone, and not that you are questioning, is this it? Is this happening? And I say this as an energy healer, as somebody who's psychic, who sees people who cross over. And when people come and sometimes, you know, say, is this going to happen for me? And I said, anything can happen for you if you actually believe into it. If you actually believe into it, even when it's not presented in your eyes, in your evidence, in your sphere around you is not yet presented. Can you hold it without the evidence? And when you hold it and you understand that it's going to happen when it's in alignment, but we don't lose, we don't wobble when there is no presentations of the evidence. So every single day, I sit down on a, you know, in a bedroom and I look at my journal. And this is where I say to you to journal. Even today, the beautiful client, she's amazing. And she goes, now I understand what you talk about. What's journaling? What's contemplations? I take you through different journeys, but I take you through it. In the beginning, obviously, I can't give you everything as much as I would love to. But I know that it takes time, and then we have to work through inner child, and we have to work through certain things that we can go to the point where it's like building. And she goes, now I understand why you're asking me for homework. Now I understand why you give me so much homework. And she goes, I actually embraced it, and she actually went through it because she was resisting in the beginning. And I was like, I understand why you're resisting. And we worked through particular things where she was having a blocks in it. And of course, when she didn't do it ever before, she felt like it's unknown. So we had to work through 3 different things. And today she was like, I love it. Please give me more. And she does the homework. She sends me the homework. I look at it, I read it, and then I go like, okay, we'll change this. We'll do this. We'll transform this. And every time she's like, how does this wisdom make so much sense? But it does. And it will for you too. So can you walk with faith? Can you walk in trust? And know the third part is about alignment. When everything is aligned, it will happen. And sometimes for some things, it takes a bit of a time. But do you have to grow to be in that, on that level, that it can hold that alignment, that it can hold that manifestation? Because if we're not ready and we start running, are we going to fall down? And sometimes we need to embrace and embody that walk. That we are so secure and so much in a certainty of it that it will happen when it's absolutely in alignment, and then it's going to be extraordinary. But if we're going to rush our process, rush our journey, rush our love, rush, then are we then not allowing ourselves to literally smell the roses on a path, enjoy the moments, enjoy the stillness, and trust that it's incoming and it's going to be extraordinary? And that is my program, going from limited to limitless. To know it's this or something better. And becoming her is evolving journey for you, evolving journey. It's not about saying you have mother wounding, father wounding. We all have got something. We all had certain childhoods. But what are we going to do from it? Where we're going to move to being limitless and focusing completely on ourselves. And this morning, client, she said, my marriage improving. My marriage is improving. My husband is softer. Not because she sent him all sorts of podcasts and all sorts of words to tell him, in pointing it out to him, like, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. She changed and he changed. She changed. She softened. She went into her feminine. She went into lots of things, what I explained to her, what I'm seeing on her. And then she embraced that, changed herself, and he changed. This is possible when it's not a toxic relationship. This is possible when it's not a narcissistic relationship. So this is possible. As I say this, for you, for me, for us, for all of us, it is absolutely possible.